First thing that happened when I come driving in here is there was a deer standing right here at the edge of this rice pit. They look pretty good. Oh, they're making a lot of tillers. We're going to open this up and we're going to add some. Oh, look at the little fawn. That's why that doe was here. Wow, it was standing right there. Oh, that's cool. So that fawn didn't get ate by a bear. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, we'll get some close-ups when we come in here. Boy, that was exciting. Okay, so the wild rice that we're protecting with the cage is fine. But there was quite a few here, and it's almost all gone. There's one there. This one I caged up because it had some shade. There's only 2 growing in there. There's one growing there. One here and one there. I don't see any paths for muskrats, so it's got to be mice or deer this time. Seeing as though the deer was right there, it's got to be deer. So these 2 cages, that's an old cage. That's been there for a year now. You can see it's pretty dense inside of there. And this is the new one. Yeah, not too bad. There was rice all the way along here and I don't see any. Some right by the cage right here, that's it. So it's getting predated on. So this is a new cage. We got rice growing. Got some between the cages, so maybe the presence of the cage slows everything down, makes it go around, whatever. So there's some there, but then here is from last year where the densest plantings were. Last year. So the most rice seed dropped there. You can tell that, can't you? And here's another one. So that's the name of the game here. Small wild rice plantings need to have protection because everything wants to eat it. The only way it really grows without protection is at the very largest of beds. And they can handle a lot of browsing then. There's some in between. We'll leave those there and we'll document it, see how if they last. There's our 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of them in there. And there's some in the middle. There's 5 on this side. There's 1 at least, 2 at least, 3 of them at the other side. In the middle here there's 2, 4, 6, 7. On the other side of this cage there's, see there's one that's 8 right there. That's what I was seeing last year. That's what made me put the cages on right there. Yep, planted a bunch of seed in here. I'm protecting a couple of them with these cages. This one's got 1. I don't know why it's laying there. It's just laying there. And then this one's got 2 of them that are going pretty good. There's one there without a cage. Might get through being hidden by these cattails. We'll see. Here are the ponds. Oh, look at. There's eggs right there. There's a frog, and then right in front of that frog is a snail. I wonder if the snail's eating on those eggs. The frog eggs. A lot to see in that picture. And the wild rice is growing. Not as good as the other areas. But it's not predated upon in the cages. So this one doesn't have any. See, that's got harbor cloth around it, and this one doesn't. And this looks a little weaker, so there might be rodents swimming in there to eat them. I got one with chicken wire. I should try put one chicken wire down in here. These lily pads just keep right on expanding. That's good. Some wild rice growing in there. Nothing terrific. And over here was a really large stand of wild rice. Let's see if it's still up. Still there. Yep, not that thick though. They're just little ones. It's kind of a batch right there. Maybe we'll put that one with chicken wire in here. Trim down these cattails. Well, I gotta think about it. So this plot grew rice last year and I don't see any. And I know I threw seeds in there and I did see some coming up early. It's been predated on. And I've got some more over here that I put in this pond that was growing. Yeah, most of it is gone too. There's a couple of them. They walk right through here. This is a path for them. They probably just browse that up as they walk through. The rice that I had protected with this cage doesn't look like it's there. So I don't know if it's been predated on or water's getting too warm. I could see some in amongst this stand of cattails. Normally there are some good ones growing in here, but I can see some that's been, looks like it's been ate on too. Well, there's some over here. Let's go see. Yeah, I documented quite a few of them growing in here. I see one kind of hidden in there. You can see it laying on the surface. Maybe there's another one here that's just anemic. And there, right there. Yeah, it's going to be a real hot summer. The next 10 days are forecasted to be in the 90s. Still plenty of frogs. You can hear them jumping in the water as I walk around. I planted some seeds in here in clay balls. I protected it. And that one I protected is still the only one, and it's just now coming out of the water. So these little ponds aren't fertile like the other, that ditch I've grown them in. It's got a lot of weeds growing in there. Honey locust is growing, protected by a wasp. I'm hoping that grows tall and shades this pond. Cools it down. Alright, I don't see any rice in here. I don't remember if I put seeds this far up or not. I put some over here and I put a cage around one that was growing. And there's nothing growing here. Not even one. Oh, there is a little one right on the edge of that cage. Just a little one. That's it. This is a follow-up on cutting these wild plants early August for late fall deer browse. And it works really good with the canary grass and goldenrod. Now you see there's a lot of goldenrod right here, and this is what the entire bed looked like when I cut it last year, so the goldenrod doesn't come back that fast. Canary grass does. That's very interesting. I see goldenrod in there, but it's not big maturing plants like we just witnessed before I got into this bed here that I cut. There's other grasses in here too I planted. So, very interesting. So it reduces goldenrod. I guess we want to check this mulberry. Some of the grafts that I did. You see there's a little bit of a green bump right there, so there's something's coming on that one. It looks like there's something green right in there. Here are some more grafts. Oh, this one's definitely got a bud on it right there. This is the tree that was defoliated by tent caterpillars. You can see this is the tent caterpillar nest, and it's coming back. Seeing acorns on this swamp white oak for a couple years in a row, and they never amount to much. There's not very many, but this time there's lots. I see them all over, almost every branch. And then pulling down here. Yeah, it's exciting. So here are the last ones that I have to look at. I don't see nothing there. Yeah, there's green coming right out of the top of this one. That's a good one. There's a green one right here. That's a good one. I think there's a green one in there. Oh, here's a real nice one here. Trying real hard to break out of there. I think they both are green. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Yeah. Looks like most of them are successful so far. We'll see. Anything can happen. These are wood ticks. They love me. Yeah, they're all moving. I think it's been a little time picking them off right now. I went through all the brush, all the grasses. Yeah. I'm going to do a little work on this wild rice pit that I built last year. Let's go see just how big these plants are. Look at that beast. Yeah, you can see it by... Ooh, it's warm. That's why they're growing so well. The water is really warm. They're growing fast. Big thick stalks on them. So we have to count. If this is... There's two plants here. But some of these, this is like one plant and it's got lots and lots of stalks, lots of tillers coming out of it. Those wapatos actually compete with them. We'll let some grow. I can always thin them out if they get that bad. So this is compost that I made at my house. And I'm going to throw it in the one side of this. See if it makes any difference. So this is just a little flat here. This is a little bit shallower than what it is in this pit right here. So I'm going to pour a lot of it in this pit, and I'm going to pour some along this little shallow trench that I have dug here. I don't know if I can see that or not. Let's see. Yeah, right here. This is the big pit. Yeah, it's got a lot of it in there now. always got to do something different. So this walkway is holding up pretty nice. I'm walking right on it. And now you can see it's pretty frothy in there now. I just poured a lot of fertilizer in there. And all the critters are going to feast. That's what I'm believing anyway. This is aerobic compost. Maybe there's such a thing as the rice don't like it. Well, that's why we poured it in there. We're going to find out. You can see where it's all frothy there. To me, that's a good sign. Then on this side, we didn't add anything. You can see it's got a staggered. I think I put 2 seeds to a ball. Maybe I put 3 in some of them. But it's responding very nicely. Let's see one of the sidewalls come out. Another one down there. Well, we'll leave that one. Look at that frog. This little guy's out here in the middle of the swamp. Look at that. Are you going to strike? Or are you going to run? He's going to flee. They look pretty healthy. Ooh, they're eating frogs, I bet. See that? Yeah. I'm just back here. I'm going to cut a couple of small trees. I'm going to be putting a tree stand on one of these trees here. And I'm going to make kind of a funnel so that they don't come too close to the tree stand, but come close enough that I can shoot them with a bow and arrow. Cut one so it hit the one that was leaning the wrong way. That's pretty good. Alright, I got a good start. I had enough. It's really hot and humid out here. Yeah. A lot of mosquitoes. I hooked my netting twice, I think. One right here, that's the pocket. Oh, there's still a hole inside of me. I'm gonna have to sew it up. But I do it right here. Here's another one right here. It's open. So I made a kind of a barrier here. This is the tree that I'm going to be putting a stand on, that ash. And I got a barrier here so they don't walk up to the tree. You got to kind of walk around. There's a pretty good trail at 20 yards off in that direction, and then it's 15 to 20 yards in here. We got little openings. That kind of blocked off some of it from the west as well. So if anything's coming from the neighbors, coming across into this kind of a semi-open area, I'll get a shot at it. It'll be directed over here. Gotta be a spider around here somewhere. That's quite a web he's got. Stretched out along the ground.